That's the way I feel about this Jeep. If I could rename it, I'd name it Carol Baskins, because guess what? All right, I swear to God, this white Jeep, it's absolutely driving me crazy. It's my daughter's Jeep. It's 2019 Sahara 4-door. This thing has death wobble, and man, this is the first one we haven't really been able to just knock out with a track bar fix. And by that I mean tighten up the track bar, change the track bar, weld on washers, you know, all of the standard voodoo that people do in the garage to try to fix this. It's not doing it with it, so it's absolutely driving me crazy. Erin called me and said, hey, this thing's wobbling, so she brought it back up here. We pulled off the track bar, looked at it. I mean, everything looked fine. Put the track bar back on, and you know, we moved the steering wheel around. We didn't see any excessive movement at the bushing ends on either end of the track bar. So I just tightened it up, retorqued it, drove it. It seemed better, although there were certain situations where I could feel a shimmy. She drove it for just a little bit and called me back up and, you know, say, hey, it's doing it again. So like, all right. So I called up Bubba at X's Jeep, ordered a Synergy track bar, had that shipped here, put it on. We also put on the Synergy steering brace, and those two together made a noticeable improvement in the thing. Thought I had it whooped. She drove it. She drove it for about 4 weeks, called me and said, hey, it's wobbling again. Well, she didn't call me. She sent me a video of it wobbling just so I would know that she knows, and there was video documentation proof that I hadn't fixed the problem.
Oh my God.
So in the interest of not having to listen to that or get any more videos, I put her in my truck, sent her down the road, and I'm just now getting to try to fix this thing. So one of the things I did was I welded the washers on, like I said earlier, but I didn't take the track bar off when I did it. And I smoked the bushings on the end of the track bar. And it wasn't a smart thing to do, but I was mad. I was in a hurry, and you can see what that gets you. So I called up Dave at Synergy, told him what I did, and he was like, oh man, that was dumb. Here's the part number. And so we got those sent out. I got them here. I'm gonna press them out, and I'm gonna press them back in, and throw that track bar on and see what happens. But we're also gonna change out the drag link and the tie rod in this thing. I'm just gonna throw parts at it right now because I'm so super frustrated with it, and I just want it out of the garage. I got stuff I want to do to that one. So until this one's out of the way, I can't play with the one I want to play with. So let's go ahead and push these bushings out, push the new ones in, mount this up, and see what happens. Okay, good news. I don't have the stuff I need. I have a press, a little bitty 12-ton press that I ran over to Northern Tool. Yeah, I think it was Northern Tool. Maybe on Harbor Freight. I don't know. So frustrated. I didn't have what I needed to push it out. So I went back over, found a ball joint kit. It had a receiver that is the right size to fit underneath the end of the tie rod so I can push it out. And then I found an 1.25 inch socket here that will just go through and push the bearing out, or push the bushing out. So I think we're back in business. Lost a little bit of time, but other than me boring you with it, you didn't know that. Okay, so here's the pieces that I use to push it out. The 1.25 inch socket. I realized it's not an impact socket. It was scary on one end of the track bar because it took everything I had. I put this line on there just because it wasn't moving. This is the receiver piece that I used from the ball joint kit. Put that underneath and put the press on it and drove this into it with that. So if you're looking on how to do this, I'm sure you got better stuff than I do, but I just went and got this ball joint service kit. It's like $50, but it gave me this receiver, and I had this in the toolbox, 1.25 inch socket. Pushed it out, and I have a feeling I'm going to need the ball joint kit for the ball joints on this Jeep, because that's where I think we're probably headed, but we will see. All right, here's an update on winter. I got in the Synergy stuff, the drag link and the tie rod. I'm gonna pull these off. It's unbelievable. factory stuff, as I loosen this up, it just falls right out. I mean, it's not, sorry, it just falls right out. Unbelievable. Super loose. I mean, the bolts were tight, but the fit is loose. So I'm gonna throw the Synergy stuff on, change the steering stabilizer. Hopefully that fixes this Jeep. All right, I got all the Synergy stuff under there. It's a great big Synergy party with the track bar, tie rod, drag link, the stabilizer relocation kit, and I just set the toe and took it around the block real quick. I have the steering aligned now, so I'm gonna go out to what I call Death Wobble Bridge and see what happens. So we'll let you know. Okay, I'm ready to drive Carol Baskins, aka Winter, back to Stillwater. Got all the Synergy stuff underneath the front of it, and man, it's driving great. I'm gonna drive it on the highway about 80 miles, see how it does, but I think we've whooped this thing. I think Death Wobble's gone, and I think we can call it Winter again, and get this thing back to Aaron so I can have my truck back. That would be killer. So let's see what happens on this road trip, but confidence is high.
Hi.
Hey, I'm Tony.
Aaron.
We're from Trail Cartel. We got Winter in the background. This Jeep has given us it's given us the fits. The thing got Death Wobble, and we couldn't beat it. Aaron loves Death Wobble.
No, I know.
Yeah. So what ended up fixing it was actually a tie rod. We took the tie rod off. Factory one just fell right out. Wasn't tight at all. But we went ahead and gave it the full Synergy treatment. It's got a sector shaft brace, a track bar, a tie rod, and a drag link. And this thing drives better than new. So if you've got a JL, just cut to the chase, add it to your build, and get it done.
I like highway driving now. Synergy.